Well, our Singaporean Cup win qualified us for the Asian Confederations Cup this season. Can we go further than we did last time? Hi there, folks, and welcome back to Global Domination. I'm Nick from SonickFM, and this is episode number 33. Today, we've got two games coming up. We first of all have ABDB in the opening game of the Asian Confederations Cup, and we've also got Nagata Unicorn in the Community Shield. To take a quick look, these are the games that are coming up, and we'll have a look at the group that we've drawn in the Confederations Cup. We have ABDB from Brunei, we have Bindong from Vietnam, and Magwe from Myanmar. I think that's Myanmar. Yeah, Myanmar. Bindong we had in our group last time when we were in it with, I believe it was Sriwijaya, and we managed to beat them twice, I think, in that tournament. So we'll be hoping for a bit more of the same today. As you can see, we're in the ASEAN zone, Group H. Same area we were in last time, so similar to then. We get through the group stages, we get to the semi-final, then the final, and that qualifies us for the interzones, semi-final, final, and then overall final. We get knocked out in the semi-final by Arima last time, who I then don't think beat us since then. So we'll be hoping to do a bit better this season. Speaking of this season, if we have a look at the season preview, you'll see that we are predicted to finish 5th this season. So we were, I think, 4th last season, and we're predicted to finish mid-table this year. But if we play as well as we did in the Singapore Cup at the tail end of last season, I think we've got a good chance of being up there near the top come the end of the season, if not challenging for the league. Transfer-wise, few new faces come in. So if we have a look, these were the last ones that happened before I joined last season. So this season I've brought in Jean-Pierre Mendeki, who's a 24-year-old Congolese forward. Looks like he's going to be a good forward. He's got good finishing, quick. He's still only 24 as well, so with training, some of these other attributes will, improve. He's come in as either a backup or to share the role of forward with Keat. We've also brought in a couple of familiar faces. So first of all, we have Ahmad Azruddin Rossley. Brought him in on a free transfer from Selangor, playing central midfield. We know all about him. He's 30 years old now. He's getting on a bit, but we know what he can do. We know how good he can be. And Shakir Hamza at centre back as well. We needed to strengthen the centre back position. We brought Hamza in here to do so. Again, he's 33 now, getting on a little bit, but we know all about him. We know what he can do. Some of his attributes are starting to slide a little bit, particularly his physical ones. But he's still, technical and mental attributes are still going up a bit. So hopefully he'll be able to do for us what he did for us with Selangor. And finally, Michael Foy. Don't know how you pronounce this. Foy. I'm going to go with Foy from Solomon Islands. 4-star ability, 24-year-old right winger. We let go our main right winger, Farhan, because he just wasn't good enough, and we brought in Y to replace him. And good pace. Need to work on things like his crossing and his passing, but we can do that through training. And that is all the players that have come in. Anybody that's left, basically because they've been released on a free transfer. A few players have gone out on loan. Wak, Rahim and Abdullah all out on loan. And we sold Arif Abdul Rahim to LC Sailors for just over £5,000. He was like our 4th or 5th choice striker, so I think he was 5th choice actually. They were offering £5,000 for him. He was valued at about 300. That's fine. I'm go. And that, I think, is that in terms of changes, staff-wise, not really many changes. We had to bring in a new scout because the scout we hired last season retired at the age of 30. I don't know why. So he retired, we brought in another scout. That's about it, really, in terms of changes. I don't think there's anything else to tell you. Finance-wise, we're back above the line. Our board gave us quite a large cash injection. Wage budget was increased to 13,432. We're still about £1,000 a week under that. We've got plenty of room in the transfer budget. The transfer window is still open, so there's a chance that we might make some more signings before that closes. As I said, I don't think there's been anything else. We've not played any other games. Showed you the transfers, where we are and expected to finish in league. And that's about it. So we do have this Community Shield game coming up in the second game of the episode, and we'll be hoping to keep our run of both finals one going. So far we are at six finals. Sorry, I was just having a quick count on my spreadsheet that I've got going. So 6 cup final-esque matches we've played in, and we've won all of them so far. That does include the Super Cup thing that we played in Malaysia, which was also the first game of the season, strangely. So we'll be hoping to keep that run going with that. Anyway, let's get into our first game, which is our opening Confederation Cup game against ABDB. And this is the team that we are putting out for that game. So we have Sawada in goals, Kanadi, Toa Kiang, Hamza and Darren Tay at the back, Ramley and Rossley in midfield, Saran, Arwan and Fawai, the attacking midfielders, with Keat up front. We do have our new striker Mendeki on the bench as well. We actually have 2 strikers on the bench. We don't need 2 strikers on the bench. What we'll do is we'll bring Yunus in for Yaya. Got an extra defender on the bench. Some numbers to give. And we should be able to get into it now. Right. Team talk. Our favourites and should be winning this comfortably. Nobody reacted to that. And exciting moment as our first game of the new season kicks off. This is a big season. I'm not too concerned about this tournament. Playing it, if we manage to get anywhere, we get anywhere. If we don't, we don't. Not really overly bothered by that. My main focus is going to be on the league, because if we manage to win that this season, then we move on to the next nation, which is Hong Kong. Just in case you're interested, the next few nations coming up are, I believe, Hong Kong, then India, then Israel are the next 3 nations that we'll be playing in. And hopefully we'll be moving off to Hong Kong very quickly at the end of this season. And Saran gets his shot away there. I wasn't really commentating too much on that because I wasn't sure anything was going to come of it, but we got a shot away. And now Sawada with the ball to kick out. Moves it forward, and that's nodded on to Keat. Keat through 1-on-1 the keeper, sends his shot wide. I think it was Arwan with a header on for him. So, final 30 seconds of the half, and Rossley does well to win that, plays through Keat. Keat hits his shot straight at the keeper, and it's hit away for a throw-in by the defender. So a pretty bland first half from us. This again is what I was talking about in the last episode, where we're getting chances and just not taking them. I'm not happy with your performance out there. Nobody cares. They've all come back from their little holiday in the off season, and they just don't seem to care anymore. So demand more of them. And throw in now from Tay. He gets it back from Irwan. Rossley plays it forward now to Arwan and gets it back. Switches the ball out wide to the left to Kanadi. He finds Sarin and gets it again back from him. Kanadi with the ball now. Can he do something with it? Finds Rossley in the middle. He finds Ramley. And Fwai gets the ball on the edge of the box, feeds into Arwan, who hits it first time into the bottom corner, and that makes it 1-0 to us in our first game against ABDB. We'll try and keep up with this there. So Candy to Rossley, Rossley to Ramley, finds Fwai just outside the box. He plays it forward to Arwan, who hits it first time and beats the keeper for his first and our first goal of the season. And a throw in now from Tay. Gives it to Irwin. Irwan with it now on the right hand side. Can he get a ball into the box? He can indeed, and there's nobody there to win it. Headed clear by Hussein, and Kanadi has it now on the left. He gives it to Ramley and receives it back from him on the overlap. Ramley plays the ball in this time, and it's Fwai who's there. He gets his first goal on his debut. Michael Fwai from that right hand side. That is a position that we've seen taken up many times before in previous teams, and Fwai is stepping up to take that role with Geylang. Just drops back a little bit. I'm not sure if it was Arwan won the header or the defender, but he just dropped back a little bit, so he gave himself a bit of space and got his shot away there. And we're attacking again with Hamza on the ball. He plays it wide to Fwai, gives it inside to Rossley. It's back now with Fwai. He's got Keat ahead of him, but he can't find him. It's well tackled by Raman, who is tracking back. But Kiang picks up the cleared ball. Kanadi with it now. Ramley takes it from Sarin, and Kanadi again finds Sarin ahead of him. Sarin plays the ball in. Keat's there. This time he scores his first goal of the season. 3-0 now to Geylang with 70 minutes gone. Good build-up play. Kanadi finds Saran ahead of him. Saran just knocks it over the top, and Keat's there to hit it home first time. So we are playing well. It looks like we have picked up from where we left off at the tail end of last season. Suspicions of offside there, but he's clearly on. We've got a highlight now from the kickoff for ABDB. Ball's out on the right now with Yusuf. Yusuf coming forward with it. He has Raman ahead of him, and he finds Raman. Raman looked like he had a big gap there to aim for, but he could only find the side netting. Going to make a couple of substitutions now. Just because it is the first game back, I want to try and get players, as many players as I can, fresh. Because we do have the game against, and I can't remember the name of the team, but we've got a game in the Charity Shield coming up. So now, do I play Ghazali or Mamat in that attacking midfield role? I think we go with Ghazali, and we can bring Mamat on for Rossley. And we'll go again, 15 minutes left to play in the half. And we have another throw in, Darren Tay. Long throw there, unable to find anybody, and it's headed clear by the defence. And now ABDB are coming on the attack. Yusuf with it on the right hand side. He's already been quite dangerous on that wing. It's inside now with Raman. Raman all the way back to Azari. The long ball forward is headed clear easily by Hamza, and it's Mendeki's picked up. Now he tries to find Fwai, but he can't find him. Hamza up there again, winning the ball, but Yusuf has picked up the clearance. He's trying to do something on the right hand side. Plays it inside to Abdul Rahman. Radzi with it now. Back out to Yusuf on the right hand side. Can't get the ball past Kanadi though. Kanadi does well to block the cross, but the clearance only finds an ABDB shirt, and it's Mod Fozzie gets the shot away, and he scores for ABDB. It's 3-1 now. We'll look at that again. Azari plays the ball inside to Hussein in midfield. He finds Raman ahead of him, and Fozzie unmarked on the edge of the box. One touch and then shoots and scores underneath Sawada. Again, suspicions of offside, but again, he's clearly onside. Corner now from Fouai. Fouai gets the ball in, but it's headed clear by Hussein. He's been quite dominant in there at the back for ABDB. Fouai trying again, but this time cleared away. And that's through to Mendeki. Mendeki scores, but he's offside. I'll be honest, I thought he was offside before he hit it. And then saw the assistant's flag going up. I mean, he finishes it well, give him that. You just need to make sure he's onside in future. So, last couple of minutes of the game. As things stand, we are going to be second in the group, tied with Bindong, who also won 3-1. Pleased with the result. Keep everybody happy. And confirmation Fouai scored on his debut. And we'll give him a bit of praise because he also had an assist. And the Singapore boss was spotted there, keeping an eye on a few of our players. Okay, so good start. We seem to have picked up where we left off at the tail end of last season, so hopefully we keep that form going, especially into the league. As I said, we want to try and get through the league as quickly as possible. The Malaysian season we managed to get through in around about a week's worth of videos. So hopefully we can do the same again here in Singapore. It is only a 24 game season, so it will depend how quickly we get through that. But I will go away and do a press conference and then be back in just a second with the team for the Community Shield, not Charity Shield, the Community Shield game against Niigata Unicorn. And back we are now with the team for the Community Shield game against Niigata Unicorn. We have Wayne Chu is coming in goals. Our normal keeper, Sawada, is on loan from Niigata Unicorn, so he's ineligible to play against his parent club. We have Kanada, Toa Kiang, Hamza and Darren Tay at the back. Ramley and Rossley in midfield. Saran, Arwan and Fouai in attacking midfield with Keat up front, so the only change being the goalkeeper. One thing I did notice when I was playing between matches there is I don't have an assistant manager. So I had to go to the board and ask them to increase the amount of staff that I could have and put in a job application for an assistant manager. So that was fun. Also, a few loan offers for Keat, my top scorer. Why they think I'm going to loan him out, I don't know. I wouldn't sell him. There's a couple of offers for him in the off-season. I didn't want to sell him. So why they thought I would then, teams are thinking then I would loan him out, I don't know. But we're underway. And it is Niigata with the attack now. Sasaki has it. Plays it back to Yamani. Big ball over the top for Sasaki. Sasaki's there. He rifles it home. 1-0 to Niigata. And Wayne Chu, although he's our backup goalkeeper, he's not a very good backup goalkeeper. I've not found anybody better to replace him. So we're kind of stuck with him at the moment. I'm not really expecting much from him at the moment. Although it would be nice if he could pull his act together so we can go on and continue our run of trophies won. But 10 minutes into the game now, and it is still 1-0 to Niigata, although we have come back into the game a little bit. But it's Niigata with the throw-in now. Ashioki plays it to Yamani. Gets it back from him. Kiang's there to cut out the attempted long ball. Arwan has it in midfield. Feeds Keat through in front of him. Back to Rossley. Rossley chips over the top for Keat, and Keat first time on the volley with his left foot, but he's offside. I thought he was on there. We'll see here in the replay. It's going to be very tight. No, not as tight as I thought. Miles offside. And that's why I'm not an assistant referee. The header over the bar there for Niigata Unicorn. A team that I kind of wish I was managing. Purely because they're called Niigata Unicorn. Nothing to do with them being favourites to win the league. Rossley now plays the ball forward looking for Keat, but it's cut out in midfield. and Hamza picks up the ball over the top. Plays it wide to Kanadi. Kanadi trying to get Keat ahead of him, but it's easily dealt with by the defence. Sasaki plays in Takahashi. He finds Kondo. Kondo with a long range effort off the post. I think Chu was beaten there if it hadn't been for the post. Right, we're going to give a bit of encouragement to the team because we're playing well, stats wise. Player stats wise, we're not playing well at all. And highlights wise, we're not playing well at all. Ramley with the ball to Keat. Keat with the first time shot, just over the bar, couldn't keep it down. But yeah, if you have a look on the formation screen there, the player stats are not great, but match stats are highly in our favour. We should have scored by now, according to the XG, and we've had almost 60% of the possession. So I want to see more in the second half. There's a couple of players I'm looking at. Potential changes quite early on. We come in to 60 minutes played, nothing happening, so we are going to make those changes. Keat is on a yellow card, he's going to come off. Ndeki, Saran is playing horrendously. Going to bring Ghazali on for him and swap R1. We're going to demand more from the team. So still nothing happening. 70 minutes played. 25 minutes gone now. And Y is tired. Don't really have anybody I can bring on for him. Ramley is not playing well either, so we're going to bring Mama on for Ramley. I want to swap them about because Rossley always played better for me as a box-to-box midfielder with Selangor. And we're going to demand more, and we're going to switch very attacking for the last 10 minutes. And it's Chu now with the long ball forward. Mendeki's beaten to the ball there, as is Mamat. And it's Kondo coming forward with it now. He's got space to run into it, and he hits the shot. Again, outside the box. Chu can't get anywhere near it. I've got to think that if we had a regular goalkeeper in there, things would be a little bit different. See Kondo, plenty of space, nobody getting in front of him. Plenty of time to pick where he wants to put it, and Chu just absolutely nowhere near it. As we come into the final few minutes of the game, and that'll be it. And for the first time in this save, we're seeing another team make that walk up. Don't want to see that. I'm far from pleased with that result because we were the better team. Defeat in the Community Shield. So a disappointing end to the episode. However, it is only the Community Shield. And as I said, I think if we have a regular goalkeeper in there, then that is a different result entirely. So what I'm going to do is, off camera, I will play the next game in the Confederations Cup, and then we'll be back tomorrow with the opening league game of the season against Tanjong Pagar, and the follow-up to that with DPMM, and hopefully get off to a good start in the league. And that wraps up episode 33. Now, don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button down below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell to make sure you don't miss any videos going forward. Upload daily at 8 PM UK time. And as always, thank you very much for watching.